for viewers, can you present yourself just?
Sure, my name is Jon Gomm. I'm from England, and I'm a guitar player, singer-songwriter, and you can just look at me.
For you, guitars, what's special about guitars as an instrument?
Well, I think the acoustic guitar in particular is the best instrument in the world. For me, it's the most versatile instrument. You can play it. You can play melodies, you can play chords, you can write songs, you don't need an amplifier, you can play it anytime you want, you can tune it however you want, you can play drums on the acoustic guitar, you can play bass lines, you can make so many sounds from this one instrument, you can play any style of music. So for me, the acoustic guitar is the best instrument in the world.
And that's actually what you're doing with your fingers, while you're playing drums. You made that of. You wanted to explore all the possibilities of your instruments. Vous vouliez explorer toutes les possibilités de votre instrument.
Yeah, I always want to try and make as many different noises as I can, because for me that's exciting, and find new techniques and new ways of expressing myself with that instrument. But there's also so many guitarists that have gone before me that were playing drums on the guitar. So back in the early days of guitar, flamenco players in Southern Europe and North Africa, those particular styles that became flamenco, they played drums on the guitar all the time. It's normal. And in the old blues style, blues guitarists would hit the guitar while they play to make a beat. So there's nothing new really, but we just try to make little changes and alterations to progress.
Well, very poetic the way you play. I mean, it gives a lot of space for like dreaming, and you give space in your music.
Yeah, it's funny because it's really complicated, my guitar playing, but I actually like simple music with space. So because I want to create atmospheres and transport people to a different place, or sometimes just take them inside themselves. And so, but I also like playing really complicated things on the guitar, because for me it's like, I'm not a sport guy, I wish I was, but this is like my sport. I get better and better, or like my video games, I just get better and better, and more complicated. So I try to play complicated things on the guitar, but they sound simple and they sound like simple melodies and simple bass lines and simple drum beats, so that there is still something for me and anybody else to understand. You don't have to have a degree in music to understand my songs, you know.
You played an Ukrainian song. You took a folklore song, very famous in Ukraine, and well, you could transform it. Guitar is about that too. You could give it a proper soul.
I mean, I don't think it's originally a choral song. I think that's an arrangement that's fairly modern in terms of like it's 100 years old. But the song is ancient, and the original music for that song is in an old Ukrainian language that nobody really speaks anymore. And it has two rhythms that keep going through the whole thing, and they're different rhythms. And it was believed back in the old days that those rhythms, the combination, had special magical powers that would fill you with strength and power. And it was played almost like a ritual dance. Before Christianity came to Ukraine, so old pagan days. So it's a very, very old piece of music, and I love the power inside it, especially because I kind of play it as a little fuck you to Mr. Putin, and so I like that power inside it, and maybe when I play it, you know, he feels some little vibration, a little chill. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry for swearing on the television.
No problem. Well, thank you so much for this interview.
Thanks, Carlos. And, thank you for being interested. I really appreciate it.
one last question about
sure.
the guitar is maybe one of the oldest instruments.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but so simple but so rich. How do you explain that? I mean, how do you explain that it has so much power, let's say, in it?
Oh man, there's so many answers to that. But a lot of guys, like, I studied blues when I was a kid. I was very, very interested in blues, and the slaves in America, the slave owners realized that they would split families and split tribes, so they couldn't communicate, so they were less likely to rebel. And they realized that slaves were using their instruments to communicate with people who didn't speak the language, or to communicate with people far away, or if they had a loud instrument. So they took their instruments away. So when they started to be able to use instruments again, they had to make their own. So a lot of those old blues guys, they would just have a piece of wood, like a handle from a broom, and some wire, and they would string it across, and they would just play. That's why they play with this. You can't play that with your fingers. They use the slide to make a sound, you know, the metal slide on the string. And that's still a guitar. That is a guitar, and you can make amazing music with that, you know. And so that's just one example of the way this instrument is, like, it's just so simple, and that's what gives it its power. Anybody can play guitar. Anybody.
Small word about this festival. What's special about it?
So MIGS here in Montreux, it's I played the first year that it happened, and I could tell then it was going to be a special event. And it's a very small guitar show compared to some of the really big ones in America or Germany, and because it's small, it feels like it has a much more warm atmosphere. It's more sociable, and there's amazing musicians. So the organizers bring in really incredible musicians to the event. I already know some that they booked for next year, and it's amazing. And the organizers put so much work into it, so much attention to detail, and so much care and love and passion. And it's a beautiful location. We're in Montreux, so it just has kind of everything going for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So well.
Thank you.